What's up, everyone? Welcome into the Columbus Lions pregame show live from the Civic Center. It is Teacher Appreciation Night, and it's a huge one. We got the Shreveport Rougarou taking on Columbus Lions, and I'm with the head coach, David Dales. Coach, thank you so much for joining us as always, man.
Yes, sir. Can't wait, man.
Let's go ahead and get into it. We got some roster moves we made these last couple of weeks. First, I'll start with Tyler Clark, former defensive tackle for Georgia, playing the NFL. How big of he is an addition to see?
Man, he was a huge addition for us. I'm just glad we was able to get him. This guy definitely don't belong in this league, but so we're trying to hold on to him as long as we can, but I'm sure he's going to get another opportunity.
Also, another guy that is now the starter for the rest of the season, Vincent Espinoza. How has his practice been leading up to this week?
Man, it's been great, man. Vincent has done a great job of taking over leadership roles, so I'm excited to see him let loose tonight.
Trevion Samuel, hometown product from Central, played in Louisville with Lamar Jackson. Now here, what is his addition going to be?
Man, he is going to be electric in the return game, and as a receiver, that fourth receiver that we're going to add, he's going to get the ball all types of ways tonight.
All right, so you've had a handprint on all these moves, Coach. You like where the roster's at as you head the back stretch of the season now?
Right, I actually love where we at, man. You know, we had to make some adjustments to fit the format of this league, but you know, going through it and still being right there for a second place game, you know, we couldn't ask for nothing better.
And as he just made mention, winner is in second place, will make the playoffs. This is huge. What do you know about Shreveport?
Good football team. Good football team. They've been fighting in every game that they played. Had some quarterback issue. A quarterback go down this past game, so they got a brand new quarterback. But I'm sure it's still going to be a tough ball game.
All right, you know what we like to do. This is the community.
Indeed.
Teacher Appreciation Night tonight. What do you got to say to the community to come out watching?
Teacher Appreciation Night. I got about, I think, 7 or 8 educators on my staff and on my team.
Awesome.
So that's a wonderful thing. But we always just want to give a huge shout out to the community and the educators in the community.
They get to come in for free tonight, Coach. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Game time is at 7. We'll take a break. When we come back, me and Rick will start tossing back and forth. We got Nathan, the general manager, Flurry, coming on, and Casey Smith. We'll be right back after this Columbus Lions pregame show.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Columbus Lions pregame show, Thrift and Rick Beach. We've seen the moves, Rick. You'll be hearing us on the call. And one of the names that stood out, Tyler Clark. You remember him from his playing days at Georgia. What could he do for this Lions team?
Hey, bringing a lot of that wreaking havoc he did at UGA. You saw him in the Rose Bowl when they played Baker Mayfield, chasing around, getting some sacks. So he's come from that. You see the mentalities instilled in him when he played in college. He's played in the league some. So it's exciting to see him, just seeing that tenacity that he can bring to this defense.
Yeah, last time we were here, the Lions were taking on Beaumont. They ended up losing that game down to the wire. Since then, they've made a quarterback change in Vincent Espinoza. We saw him a little bit in that game. He was pretty good. In the game against Colorado, 3 touchdown passes and a couple rushing. Now he's a starter moving forward. Do you think he can present the Lions now that running threat they probably need in this league?
Yeah, I think he can. I think just having one quarterback really helps. Like the old saying, if you got 2 quarterbacks, you got no quarterback.
Right.
So just having one quarterback and him not having to look over his shoulder could really take some pressure off him and let him just be him. And when he is Vincent Espinoza, he can be really good.
What do you expect with them offensively, Rick? Because, you know, last year and the year before in the indoor football league, in the arena football league, they had plenty of time to throw it downfield.
Yeah.
In this league, you're seeing a lot of running. And I've heard a lot of people say, like, I'm not used to this. It's like indoor football almost. It's like the outside game now in a closed space. What do you want to see from them?
I want to see Marco Lee. I want to see more physicality in this offense and just running it, asserting themselves, just being more dominant up front and trying to win the game that way instead of this high-flying stuff we're used to see in the previous league.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Rick's going to talk with General Manager Nathan Flurry. It's Teacher Appreciation Night here at the Columbus Civic Center. Lions and Rougarou. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
Hey, welcome back to the show. It's Rick Beach this time. I'm in the pilot's chair, Thrift, taking a little bit of a break. Sitting here with Nate Fleury, the GM of the Lions. Nate, it's a special night. Teacher appreciation. Why don't you talk a little bit about that, what that means to Columbus?
Man, look, we're very thankful for all of our teachers we have here. You know, as you saw and actually heard Coach Dame say earlier, you know, we have quite a few that are on staff. Yeah. We, you know, honestly, we can't thank everybody enough. All of our teachers, all of our educators, you know, for their support for the Columbus Lions. You know, we just can't thank you guys enough for everything you do for the community.
Yeah, you know, it's a big deal for these teachers. Hopefully they can pack out the place. And
That's
getting to be a little rougher, you know, school year's wrapping up. They're ready to let loose for summer. Maybe they can come here tonight and let loose a little bit.
Man, let's hope so. You know, it's graduation month, man. So everybody's graduating. They got an actual graduation ceremony tomorrow, right after the game. So
y'all got to clean it up quick.
we do. Quick changeover, man. Quick changeover.
Last time we was here, it was the day where the Clingstones was the first time y'all shared a game day. Same thing tonight, but how's that relationship going with y'all and the Clingstones?
You know, honestly, our relationship with the Clingstones is amazing. You know, they got a great group of people over there. They got a great staff over there. You know, we've actually had really a lot of communication with them when it comes to parking and everything else. No kind of issues. No kind of issues. But I mean, honestly, you can't deny they're great. They're a great group of people over there. So.
Hey, and if you're on your way over to the Clingstones, you see this, and y'all get a little bit of a rain delay.
Hey, come on over here. Look, we're covered.
We're covered. Weather don't matter here. And let's talk a little bit on the field. Obviously, the little losing streak we have going on here, and it's not, you know, getting dominated. All these games are close. We're in them. So what would a win tonight kind of mean to try to swing the season?
Man, you know, I mean, honestly, a win tonight would mean a lot for us. That would put us on the playoff run. You know, I think the changes that the coaching staff's made, that Coach Dame's made, you know, I mean, honestly, I think we can go a long way. I really think we can go all the way. Yeah. You know, we've got the team. We've got, I mean, honestly, I'd put our coaches up against any other coaching staff out there in the NAL. They're not going to out-coach us. I can promise you that. You know, when it comes to the players, man, like you said, like you saw Coach Daniel say, he made some roster changes. You're not going to be able to top our roster changes, you know. So, I mean, I really think that we're going to be a dominant team from here on out. You know, like I said, Coach has it nailed down to the T, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, we hope so. Hope tonight's night we get back in that playoff picture and make that run. Nate, appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with Thrift and Casey here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. One of my daughters is a student at CVCC right now. She's going through the arts program. I've got another son who's right behind her who's about to graduate school, and he's already talking about going to CV, and he's ready for it. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. It was a great experience, and I could say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC has got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
Welcome back to the Columbus Lions pregame show. I'm with the president and owner and an advocate of arena football. His name is Casey Smith. Casey, thank you so much for joining us as always, man.
Appreciate it.
He was driving down 185 as fast as he can to get here because I really like him when he's on the pregame show. Casey, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Looking at these roster moves, I was talking with Nathan. We talked with Damian. He likes where his team's at. How do you feel about these roster moves he made the last couple of weeks?
Oh, I think the moves we made kind of put us right in a place where we need to be for this style of play.
Right.
You look at some of these, the names that's going to jump right off the board is Tyler Clark.
Yeah.
So us dog fans know and remember him for his Rose Bowl performance, which was huge, you know. And then Gibson Zaya. This is somebody I wanted on our roster to begin with. And Carolina beat us to him.
Yep.
And so things kind of work out to where he's going to be on our side now. So that's going to be a name to remember tonight as well.
And what about Vincent Espinoza? He is the starting quarterback for the remainder of this season. Do you like what he brings to the table for this Lions offense?
I do. I like Vincent's style. He's a good guy, but that's off the turf. But on the turf, he's seen a lot. He's really cool and relaxed, but he can make plays with his feet. He's fast, but he's also, he knows how to read that solid defense. He can make plays downfield too. So
I do want to brag about someone, Richard Maslia. He is a huge part of the Lions. Talk about what he means, have his support for you, for Nathan, from Dame and top down. You got to have someone like that that can help bring in resources and stuff to the organization.
Absolutely. Richard is, I've been in this for a while, and this is not saying anything negative about anyone in the past I've worked with, because I've had some phenomenal relationships and friendships I have for life.
Right.
Richard is by far the best partner I've ever had.
Awesome.
100%. He's just not only obviously just a great guy, but he's all in to be whatever to be successful.
Right.
And we work really well together. And I told him when we got going together, I was like, I hope you get to like me, because it's going to be a lot of communication. And so we talk nonstop, and it's whatever it takes to make the line successful. That's what we do.
That's what I love to hear, man. That's what we got, two of the best owners in the dadgum business. Final thing, man, teacher appreciation. I told you about how I have so many educators in my family. Same thing in you. It's a big part of your life. Why is this something that we wanted to do? How allowing teachers to come here in a teacher appreciation week to be able to come in for free and see the Lions.
Well, the teachers that's near and dear to my heart. Obviously, I'm married to an educator, and I'm on the school board in Gordon County up in North Georgia. And it's something that I feel like our teachers are very underpaid. I'm sure you could agree to that.
100% agree, man.
And the job they have is very important and very stressful, but they are molding literally the future generations to come, and it's just something to give them, some kudos, some thank you, and a chance to come enjoy some football and have fun.
What are we in store for tonight? We got Shreveport. This is a huge win. Winner second place, puts himself prime position to make the playoffs, set the stage for the community out there.
Yeah, so Shreveport's a very physical team. They lost their starting quarterback last week. However, the quarterback, I texted everyone on Monday and said I'm sure they're going to bring in is who they brought in. They brought in Hollins. He's a veteran. He's sing a lot. He's pretty good, but he's had very limited practices within a week. So hopefully we can get out early, take advantage of them kind of gelling and getting together. That will happen quickly, so hopefully we can strike quick and early.
Well, Casey, thank you so much as
Absolutely,
always,
thank you.
man. Coming up 7 o'clock tonight, me and Rick are going to recap and get out of here because we got to get ready for a game tonight. It's Columbus Lions pregame show here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Get ready to smile. It's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of brand new full-size Chevrolet Silverados. Discounted up to $13,750 off. New 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV that features high-tech options and discounts up to $5,000 off. You can enjoy no payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Thrift and Rick Beach, Lions, and Rougarou, Shreveport Rougarou, which we found out is a folklore Cajun mythical creature that is not going to bring any magic here tonight.
No.
And we're hoping that it's going to turn into a nightmare for Shreveport. Final thoughts as we head into game time, man.
Hey, a lot of these roster changes, excited about seeing them and how they turn out on the field. Hey, let's get it turned around tonight, get this win on teacher appreciation, and start that road to the playoffs.
Again, we'll have the stream starting about 15, 20 minutes beforehand. Make sure to go to Georgia Alabama Sports Live Facebook, Columbus Lions YouTube, and NAL YouTube. From Rick Beach, I'm Thrift Barringer. Thank you to Richard Baslia, Casey Smith, Nathan Flurry, and Damon Daniels. We'll see you next time on the Columbus Lions pregame show.